Welcome. You with the Nasty Pastor, and I'm back with another chapter. Read from out of Exodus. I think we have started. We're what? We're 34 chapters in. This will be chapter 35. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So for those of you that would like for me to proceed on, and this has been a long read, come on now. Genesis had 50-something chapters. You feel what I'm saying? 50-something chapters. And if you got through Genesis, you can definitely get through this. You feel me? It's some fruit, it's some understanding, and I'm gonna be honest with you, to have Ramses and Exodus Ramses Volume 1, Series 1, the Son of Light, and to have Exodus moving together at the same time on social media, there's a lot of fruit that's given. If you're really seeking to change your life, start with the scriptures. You get it? Start with the scriptures. I don't have all the answers. I don't. There may be some things you read in these scriptures that you process better than I process, because your life is not my life. You get it? The only parallel in our life that we have is that in this time of the now, we both are alive and breathing. You understand? There may be some similarities. You may have 3 kids. I have 3 kids. You may have been married. I'm married. You may have been divorced. I'm divorced. You get it? But there are things that you have been through I've never been through. There are things I've been through you may have never been through. Look, I am the Nasty Pastor. As I said, this is a reading from Exodus. You get me? We're on chapter 35, and 35 title is Sabbath Regulations. Do you understand what regulations are? That means it's a standard. That means this is a way that you do this. You get me? This is how you do this. This is how you please whom you pray to. Then Moses gathered all the congregation of the children of Israel together and said to them, "These are the words which the Lord has commanded you to do. Work shall be done for 6 days, but the 7th day shall be a holy day for you, a Sabbath of rest to the Lord. Whoever does any work on it shall be put to death. You shall kindle no fire throughout your dwellings on the Sabbath day." Offerings for the tabernacle. This verse 4. And Moses spoke to all the congregation of the children of Israel, saying, "This is the thing which the Lord commanded, saying, Take from among you an offering to the Lord, whoever is of willing heart. Let him bring it as an offering to the Lord, gold, silver, and bronze, blue, purple, and scarlet, thread, fine linen, and goat's hair, ram skins, dyed red, badger skins, and acacia wood, oil for the light, and spices for the anointing oil and for the sweet incense, onyx stones, and stones to be set in the ephod and in the breastplate." Now I want to say to you right here, you know what I mean? What is our demiurge going to do with all that? What is our demiurge going to do with all that? Because see, the demiurge really showed itself, in a visible presence back in those days. But right now, what is our demiurge going to do with that? So what do you think the offering should be? What do the demiurge do with money? Nothing. Can't do nothing with money, right? Right? Okay. I believe a offering to our demiurge should be a person that is trying to find themselves in life, and you are to guide them into a righteous path of knowing who the demiurge, or knowing who Jesus is, or knowing Allah, Buddha, Yahweh. You understand me? That should be your offering. Verse 10, Articles of the Tabernacle. All who are gifted artisans among you shall come and make all that the Lord has commanded. The tabernacle, its tent, its covering, its claps, its boards, its bars, its pillars, and its sockets. And the ark and its poles with the mercy seat, and the veil of the covering. The table and its poles, all its utensils, and the showbread. Also the lampstand for the light, its utensils, its lamps, and the oil for the light. The incense altar, its poles, the anointing oil, the sweet incense, and the screen for the door at the entrance of the tabernacle. The altar of burnt offerings with its bronze grating, its poles, all its utensils, and the laver and its base. The hangings of the court, its pillars, their sockets, and the screen for the gate of the court. The pegs of the tabernacle, the pegs of the court and their cords, the garments of the ministry, for ministering in the holy place, the holy garments for Aaron, the priest, and the garments of his sons to minister as priests. Now verse 20 title is the tabernacle offerings presented. And all the congregation of the children of Israel departed from the presence of Moses. Then everyone came whose heart was stirred, and everyone whose spirit was willing, and they brought the Lord's offering for the work of the tabernacle of meeting, for all this service, and for the holy garments. They came, both men and women, as many as had a willing heart, and brought earrings and rose rings and necklaces, all jewelry of gold, that is every man who made an offering of gold to the Lord. And every man with whom was found blue, purple, and scarlet thread, fine linen, and goat's hair, red skins of rams, and badger skins brought them. Everyone who offered an offering of silver or bronze brought the Lord's offering, and everyone with whom was found acacia wood for any work of the service brought it. All of the women who were gifted artisans spun yarn with their hands and brought what they had spun of blue, purple, and scarlet, and fine linen. And all the women whose hearts stirred with wisdom spun yarn of goat's hair. The rulers brought onyx stones, and the stones to be set in the ephod and in the breastplate. The spices and oil for the light, for the anointing oil, and for the sweet incense. The children of Israel brought a freewill offering to the Lord, all the men and women whose hearts were willing to bring material for all kinds of work which the Lord by the hand of Moses had commanded to be done. Now verse 30, titled The Artisans Called by God. And Moses said to the children of Israel, see, the Lord has called by name Bezalel, and son of Uri, the son of Hur, the son of of the tribe of Judah, and he was filled with the Spirit of God, in wisdom and understanding, in knowledge and all manner of workmanship, to design artistic works, to work in gold and silver and bronze, and cutting jewels for setting, and carving wood, and to work in all manner of artistic workmanship. And he was put in his heart the ability to teach in him, and Aholiab, the son of Ahisamach of the tribe of Dan. He has filled them with skill to do all manner of work of the engraver and the designer and the tapestry maker, in blue, purple, and scarlet thread, and fine linen, and of weaver. Does who do every work, and those who design artistic works. That's the end of chapter 35. And I'm going to just say this to you again. I truly believe that these offerings of today are the bodies you are to bring into your place of worship. Are the bodies you are to spread the message, plant the seed of the demiurge. You get me? Of the demiurge. You know, the money is for the building. You understand what I'm saying? The money is for the building that you worship under. So on a rainy day, you can sit in a building, in a shelter from getting wet. You get me? You understand? You know, the money is for the after service Sunday dinner you receive. You get what I'm saying? That's what church used to be like. I don't know what it is now. And I've been to churches, you know, not in the now today, but I've been to churches years ago. They don't give you no Sunday dinner. They don't even want to give you a mint. You understand what I'm saying? You don't even get a mint leaving out of church. So I say this to you once again, you know what I mean? You know, we have seen the church for what it is. And they're mad. They're pissed. You feel what I'm saying? They're pissed. Their bills not being paid. Their time is not being worth the money that is received. So I ask you again, is that a real pastor? Is that a real pastor? You're pastoring for money or you're pastoring for whom you pray to? Which one are you doing? Which one? Because if you're pastoring for money, you are a plant within the religious culture to mislead and to misguide and to bring destruction upon families. You feel what I'm saying? Bring destruction upon families, to keep families at a division. You understand me? A divide, if that's the best word, you know what I mean? You can understand. I say this to you once again, you know what I mean? I'm not the best human, mankind, son of whom I pray to. I'm not the best example, but I am a example. Look, you've been with the Nasty Pastor. There's been another chapter reading from Exodus. I'm out.